Coach, just your thoughts on your group and Sam Linebacker and what you've seen from them so far.
Yeah, I've been pleased overall so far. I mean, I think those guys have done a nice job in the summer getting their bodies right with Coach Brown and his staff. And the biggest thing I've been pleased with for the most part is we've practiced harder. You know, that's something challenging those guys just to be physically tough enough and mentally tough enough to do that on a daily basis to get the gains you want. And I think they've really taken to that well.
I know his head's probably still spinning because he's a true freshman, but Ty Cooper has got it in there some with the second team. Just your thoughts on him.
Well, Ty's an intelligent young man. I mean, he's picked it up really, really quick. You know, he comes in the summer with, you know, you have some meeting time, but it's limited. And then to be thrown in the fire the way I've kind of done to him, he's done a nice job. There's a lot on his plate right now, and he's got a long ways to go, but definitely a good starting point for him.
What stood out to you about Jet so far?
What's the who?
What stood out to you the most about Jet so far?
Jet Johnson? Well, Jet's playing Mike and Will, so he's not playing Sam too much for me. But Jet's kind of the same thing, right? Jet's an intelligent young man. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife overall. I mean, he can do it all for us. So that, to me, is the thing that Jet Johnson brings. You know where he's going to be. You know what he's going to do. And he's going to give you maximum effort every time he's on the field.
You look at a guy like Tyrus Weed and weighs 260, 265, but that explosion is just impressive to watch. What has he done to get better since last year?
Well, simply put, I think he's just gotten himself in better shape. I mean, he could play more plays at a higher rate of speed longer. You know, I mean, last year he gassed out pretty quick just because of his lack of conditioning, and he's challenged himself, and he's done a nice job with Coach Brown, like I just mentioned. But yeah, I mean, he's 265 pounds, and he's probably one of our best players in space, you know, overall at the linebacker position. And so that to me in and of itself is pretty impressive.
Sherman Timms played defensive end last year and moved to Sam linebacker. How has he made that transition? Seems pretty smooth so far.
Yeah, Tim's another guy. You know, he kind of can do it all for you. You know, you ask him to play on the line of scrimmage, he can do it. You ask him to blitz, he can do it. He's not real comfortable in coverage yet, just because he hasn't done it much throughout probably his lifetime, honestly. So that would be the thing. Obviously, he's working on daily to get better at. But I think overall the transition's been good for Tim's.